Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world according to Lonza. I am Andrew Lonza, and tonight is a Wednesday night on July 29th, 2026. A great day to get your kicks in 2026. Well, let's see. I haven't talked to you in a while. Probably haven't talked to you since the 4th of July, and I thought since a month has passed by, I'll tell you everything that's on my mind. Um, I have seen the Odyssey twice. Best movie of the year. It's the Odyssey so far, then Project Hail Mary, then I would say Odyssey, Project Hail Mary are the top two. And I kind of like Supergirl. I mean, that was some a little bit of no, that movie didn't do as well as other people imagine. And I like kind of like The Bride a little bit. Um, Other than that, I would say most movies were just here and there and not really connecting. But the Odyssey and Project Hail Mary for show will get Best Picture nominations. And the Odyssey is by far the best movie of the summer. I have yet to see Spider Man, No Way Home, and I've been enjoying The House of Dragon. So that's my update with newer films. I'm watching 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is a classic. Seen that a few times this summer, and I've been getting into late '60s vibes. Late '60s is the time, like '67 or '66 plus. It's a time where rock and roll changes. You hear that you get a little bit more liberal, a little bit more sexual, a little bit more challenging the ways of life, challenging authority and such. In the late '60s, you have the Birds and the Doors, and then you get into Jimi Hendrix, and then you get into Janis Joplin. But I'm mostly a Doors fan. I have to admit. And of course, the late '60s, the Beatles have changed from pop to rock to way more, controversial stuff. Uh, Social changes in the Beatles. Of course, they broke up at the end of the '60s and didn't even exist. The band totally didn't exist. And then late '60s leads on to the early '70s, which is, hey, R.I.P. We got Black Sabbath in the straight up in the '70s, and then later on, I like to say we get Joy Division, and you get a little bit of disco in the here and there, and music changes. Um, the death of Jim Morrison, 1971, and John Champlin, all three of them died at 27, and the Vietnam War is trying to come to a close. I think it ends in '75, but trying to come to a close. Um, yeah. Anyways, it's summertime. It's late summer. It's what I call the big mix because we're starting to get some fall activities. Baseball is in the full swing of things. But we're trying to, NFL summer camp. The Raiders and college football and all that stuff, or football's training camp is starting next month. You know, Next month, preseason starts and week zero starts, and they have the World Cup ended, and now we just have baseball, and baseball will get more and more playoff, and then football, you know preseason. You get to see who's going to start your team, and you don't get to see much of the stars, but you get to see some of the players trying to make the team. And last blast summer vacations. I think I have one more trip planned, one more solo trip. I won't tell you where it is, but my I'm still working on my footage from my Scotland trip, and I'm still been working so hard on deleting some gigabytes and making some space to work on editing my Scotland video. Uh, Hopefully that'll come out maybe in chunks. If I get too frustrated, I'll just probably pop it online. You can see it online, and I won't even let you guys know on the world of Cordelanza. But work is a work in progress. So it's late summer, not early summer, midsummer, dog days. So, we were kind of getting bored, not bored, but everyone I feel like during this time of year, especially if you're in school, you get anxious of just wanting to get back to a normal routine, normal schedule. It's hot, and you're looking forward to cold. Some of the big activities like the 4th of July, out the door, already happened. June already happened. May already happened. A big chunk of the summer has already happened. So I thought I'll show you some of my recommendations of some movies that I like to watch at the end of summer or just in summer, just to get next month it's Summer in the Stars on Turner Classic Movies, and that's always fun. But here are some movies to just get you through the last few weeks, hopefully. Because let's face it, a lot of people are ready for Halloween, getting the Halloween vibes. A lot of people, it's the mix. It's still summer, and then fall activities start to happen. My school is in the last week of August. August is a busy month. A few birthdays in the family in August, like 3 birthdays in the family in August. It's a weird month. It's transitioning from the old you to the new you. So, anyways, here's a book called Summer Movies. This might be my last. I might make one more little summer video, but this would be my last Dog Day with Summer videos. And a movie I think everybody should see, and it's in this. It's called The Graduate, and I have it right here on. I saw it last night. I'm not gonna watch it again, but on The Criterion Graduate with Dustin Hoffman, and it has the Jaws. Michael Nichols is a good director. He did Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf the year before, and Michael Nicholson is a great director. A lot of this was shot in Los Angeles, and of course there's a pool scene, a really cool pool scene. The water is like a metaphor. 1967, the same year as the first Doors album came out, and the second Doors album. The first Doors album and the second Doors album, and this movie all came out in 1967. And you can see this has sexuality in it, and he's in love with the daughter and kind of sleeps with the mom. It's American Pie 101. Based on the book. It's kind of about youth and rediscovering yourself. It's a good classic movie. The Graduate. I think if you're in college, everyone's watching. I mean, I like it because he's unsure of himself. He doesn't know if he is enjoying his life. That's a question we all have. Another movie that I recommend is on TV. Since I've seen the Odyssey, is 2001: Space Odyssey. Watch that movie with a little bit of whiskey and maybe just enjoy a cigar or something. Because that movie's hard to watch. Well, you don't get crazy. Don't get out of your mind drunk or anything. You want to be a little bit sober, but just sip slow on a glass of old whiskey or bourbon and watch 2021 slowly, because that movie is watch that one at night. Watch it at night. Start 2001 Space Odyssey. right around, I want to say no later than 6 or 7, and you kind of like go into sleep. But it seems long, but yeah, it's good. This is Stanley Kubrick movie. Um, if you're into some horror and you want some nighttime action, this is '68. Um, this is everybody. Most horror film. I kind of have a horror T-shirt on. Ooh, gross the sun. Um, I would always recommend this is a good one to have watch with some friends. Pizza party, whatever. Night of the Living Dead, the original one. It's on HBO Max. This is such a classic. I don't really need to get into it because it's such a cult classic. A lot of people who movie cinephiles um, have seen this. George um, Romero. So that's that. You want to watch a concert from the '60s? These are all late '60s, early '70s movies. I'm going to recommend. I'm not jumping time. I'm not going to do anything modern. But you want to watch a concert? Check out The Doors, 1968 at the Bowl, baby. Okay, now I'm going to get these going through pretty fast so I can post my video. These are some recommendations. I got this. Here's a box set I have called American Lost and Found. It's like a whole collection of films. A lot of them starring Jack Nicholson, or Jack Nicholson's in it. So we had this film called Head. Um, it's about the. I did the Doors. This is the Monkees. Um, let's see. That's Head. Next is 1968. Going another horror. We're going to go in order. 1968. We're going to go Rosemary's Baby for a little psychological horror. Okay. Then I'm going to hit up 1969. Speaking of 2001: Space Odyssey. In the very next year, we landed on the moon, and it's called. During the year that we landed on the moon, it's called. There's a movie called Easy Rider, which was filmed. Some of it was filmed during around Lofton and the Colorado River. Hint, hint. I might be in that area in the future. And Jack Nicholson, a hippie movie, Far Out. Check it out. Bakersfield. This movie's filmed in Bakersfield, filmed in Taft. This is a Bakersfield recommendation. Everybody who goes to Cal State Bakersfield better watch this. Needs to watch this. It's called Five Easy Pieces. Half of it's filmed in Bakersfield, half of it's filmed in Oregon. I think a little bit is filmed in a studio, but I digress. This movie is one of my all-time favorites. Jack Nicholson is a piano player. He gets a job as a oil field worker for an experiment, and it's a road trip. It's a trip. It's a good one. Not first nomination for Best Actor and Best Picture of 1970. Did not win, but it was a nomination. Next, this is not really. This movie takes place in Christmas. It takes place in Christmas, so but it's in the desert. This one's wild. I think you should just watch it because it's kind of wild. 1971 Last Picture Show. And then there's real fast. There's a basketball film called Drive, he said, and A Safe Place, which are two artistically films from 1970 and 1971. We're in 71 now, the year Jim Morrison died. Now in 72, the same year as The Godfather, we have Kings of the Marvin Gardens. Okay? So that's it, that collection. I'm gonna recommend a movie that I haven't seen because I'm just gonna be ballsy like that, and I don't even care what people say. This has been on my bucket list. Oh, before I go to that one, I just got a Clockwork Orange on 4K. This is still controversial today. Some people like this too much. This is way out there, crazy. It's based on a novel. It's kind of, if you, a dystopia is the opposite of utopia, and it's filmed in all filmed in London. It's wild. Oh, and Duel. And last but not least, from 1971, Duel. Now to 1972. Pink Flamingos. Just look this movie up and see if you want to watch it. From 1973. These are some These are some artistic films. And I have from 1971 to 73, which is the year Bruce Lee died. This is the entire Bruce Lee collection. Get some sushi, get some noodles, get some sake, and enjoy Bruce Lee. Of course, I got the whole entire Godzilla collection, but I always wanted to go to China. This is actually, I thought this was Japan. This is China artist. Bruce Lee is Chinese, I think. And there's a difference between the two different styles of fighting, martial arts fighting. Two more. Last recommendation, I just went to the location. And it's the same location where they filmed Outlander, in the same castle where they filmed part of the first season of Game of Thrones. Dun 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 dun. And lots of Outlander in Scotland. This castle's famous. I forget what it's called. But yeah, I can't remember the name of the castle. But I've been to. I can show you on my. Hopefully, I could put this up on my footage. But last but not least is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Look, House of Dragons is popular. There's so many films that are from that ancient times that everybody seems to enjoy nowadays. Oh, like you like the Odyssey, the new Odyssey. What is Dark Times English? Dark Ages. But Kings and Queens, and they have a cool slot machine in Vegas. I think. It's not the 40th anniversary. Shoot, it was like the 50th anniversary. Almost, yeah. Jaws is 50. This will be 51 years old. So this isn't, it says 40. This is actually 51 years old anniversary. That's how old that Blu-ray is. 10 years old. But last but not least, and this movie came out last year. And every year, Shark Week now, we have our Sharknado. We have our Meg. You have the poster behind me. But every year, even though this is a good one to watch earlier, like 3 weeks earlier, around the 4th of July, I just didn't get around to watch it. And it's all 4 of these movies are on Peacock. I suggest watch the Jaws celebration. Now, unfortunately, the Jaws exhibit is going to be ticking down. I'm going to put up a Marilyn Monroe one, which is going to be pretty cool, and a horror film, a horror film one. They should still have some Jaws stuff up there, but guys, this is a good summer one. Honorable mentions is Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Friday the 13th. Those are both summertime horror films. And honorable mentions, guys, I don't have it on my thing, but just watch the Marvel movies. Watch all the. Right now, we have some Spider-Man action going on. You can watch all the Spider-Man movies, but rewatch. I want to see Masters. I want to see Masters of the Universe. Is that good? I wonder if it's good. Anyways. Oh, last but not least, I gave all those recommendations, and I've been a little bit afraid because I don't want to get triggered. I don't want to mess with the wish. And it's probably a good lesson for me to watch, but I need to watch Obsession. I want to hands down watch that. Obsession, The Odyssey, and Project Hail Mary. Those three films should be already Best Picture nominations. And look, we're at 20 minutes as I put away these films. Watching 2001 Odyssey right now. And Spider-Man. The first one with Tom Holland. Not the first one. The first one with Tom Holland. On my two TVs. The Raiders are in practice. The Dodgers are doing it. I think they're on a winning streak. I hope you guys are having a wonderful vacation. And let's see. 2 more days, and we're in August, man. It's crazy. August is really a weird month. I mean, it's just I don't know why. It always feels like a strange month. It's like we're not at fall yet. We're getting close. Half the year is gone. Memories of the past. Good time to write some poetry. Good time to be with your friends. Good time to be with your family. Remember, last thing I want to say, and I say this, I don't say this on videos, I'm going to give a PSA announcement. We always blame the media to influence us, but the influencers on the internet, on the TikTok, are probably more influencer, and sometimes in a negative way, than any media member can any be. Everybody's telling you how to live your life. You have to say fuck. You have to say, I'm going to live the life I think is best for me. And be happy. Always be happy. Love yourself. Love others. Have that good medium of being good to yourself. Be good to others that treat you well. Be good to pet your cats. Pet your dogs. Overcome your fears. Go for a walk. I love cinema. Last PSA. I love cinema, guys, but I always try to get this little bit of exercise in with your day. I try to get in. I'm not perfect, but I try to get in at least an hour a day to make all the pain go away. Summertime, I've been recommending that you should walk at nighttime or in the morning. I'm not a morning person, and I don't care if everybody else is waking up early. I don't like to, so I don't, and I don't blame anybody else. I like to go around 5. That's early. That's late. Well, it's hot, but at least make sure you bring a lot of water. Whatever you do when you're outside, drink it up. Drink that water. Try life. Now I'm just rambling, but I gave you some advice. I gave you some life, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.